Alright, I think I've been looking over the Brittany Murphy's name came up to me. I didn't know all these details, but now I just researched the shit out of this like a detective. What I think is Kim Porter needs to have her body exhumed, unless she's already been exhumed and God Jesus did something else with it. But if her body's still around, I think she needs a hair toxicology test. These other tests they do to say that they died of other things and they had just little drugs in their system and pills and the pills they were prescribed or little microdoses of other things, that doesn't test for very much and it doesn't show very much. And there's a lot, all the things that really, really poison you, like heavy metals, stuff that's in military stuff, rat poison. Funny, they don't actually test for it in the normal autopsy toxicology test. You actually have to do it through the hair. Ed Winter is the coroner for a lot of these suspicious deaths that I noticed, going back to Marilyn Monroe and people from that time. Shady. But he's like, well, we're not required to check for the hair unless there's suspicion. Well, there was suspicion with a lot of these cases, so that's why he looked shady. I would have audited his bank account and his phone records a long time ago and see if he was receiving bribes to make sure that there wasn't, more revealed about their cases, because I wouldn't be surprised if there could have been some other information if he was involved like that. If he's not and he's just following procedure, but it is weird because the suspicion is there. So to me, he's not even following procedure. So Ed Winter does look shady. But what I'm thinking is Diddy is probably the most likely one involved, and he'd probably be the one making the payoff. Now, he was buddies with Charlie Sheen, who I noticed Charlie Sheen supposedly was the rapist, supposedly, of Corey Haim. He also died of the same causes as Brittany Murphy. Then Brittany Murphy's husband died. The same type of shit was like Diddy's ex-wife, right? And then, there's somebody else. But anyway, there's like a string of these people. So, Ed Winter seemed to suggest that what bothers me too about Winter is he said something about the mold spores in the house, and when the house was tested afterwards and all that, there was no mold spores, there was no toxic mold. So again, what do these people do when they overproject? Oh, it was this, oh, it was that, but they're just overprojecting to take the heat off themselves. But and it can just be lies, because it was a lie, and there was no deadly mold in the house. And the other thing is, Brittany Murphy's dad paid for a hair toxicology test for an autopsy too. What you got to do in these cases is you got to get 2 or 3 autopsies sometimes, just like look at Kendrick Johnson. They tried to, there was some type of crooked cult, FBI ties, the school had to be involved. That's some satanic ass shit going on over there, but that kid was murdered. But they tried to get away with that at first too. Still, the footage is still missing. I'd like to know more about that. But I kind of get the picture on that if you research it. Anyway, Diddy's ex-wife, like I said, should have her body exhumed, have a second autopsy with a hair thing. If people might have even been poisoned, it should be in the medical field. Hey, Illuminati niggers, get out of the fucking medical field. No racist. I don't mean it like that. I'm not in the KKK. I mean it like you niggers are fucking lying-ass murderer pieces of shit putting stunt doubles like Joe Biden's stunt double after he was fucking dead. Then you guys had this fucking stunt double doppelganger motherfucker there. You guys prep all this shit and fucking do it. With the auto pen and all. Not even the truth about him's come out all the way, except unless you listen to God, or Julie Green Ministries, or you know by God. Okay? But those motherfuckers know what they done. They know I'm telling the truth. God knows. And everybody else is still deceived, thinking, oh, it was just one Joe Biden. No. The facts are pretty, and a lot of people say, yeah, it looks pretty obvious, that's what. Then fucking pursue. Detectives, what are you doing? People, what are you doing? FBI, what are you doing? You guys gotta cut out this old-timey Hollywood death cult with their death fetish of murder cult stuff. Whatever, like, Oprah, fucking CIA, San Diego people were involved in. Look at her buddy, John of God, in prison. I wonder what she might have going on. I heard some things. The thing, and I'm not going to slander anybody, but I'm saying somebody directly said she was in one of those clubs. okay, where they try to play a game and gamble on people. Diddy was known to be making little books of his obsessions and this and that. That girl Town, she was dead, had an autopsy done, and she came back to life. I like that because I love the Lord, and I think that's very interesting. But I think Diddy's ex-wife should be exhumed, have the hair looked at, see if the same metals that were in Brittany Murphy's hair, which also Brittany Murphy's case, Ed Winter, has to be reopened, to use your bullshit language. There is suspicion, and then now it's more than suspicion, it's actual evidence. And in the medical industry, like I was saying, you guys really should step it up and start doing a hair test on everyone instead of this fake over cost. Oh, it's thousands of dollars, it's so expensive. My ass. You guys all just make it that expensive and then say, oh, it's so expensive. You're all pieces of shit. Do the right thing, you fucking retards. Don't you people realize God's watching you all the time and you all just look like Satan and fucking scumbag losers? Don't you people care to have some fucking integrity? Anyway, Brittany Murphy was murdered. Some people think her mom could have been in it because she looked close to her husband. Oh, Brittany Murphy's husband died of the same shit too. He should have a hair test too. But they found shit in there, like large amounts of barium and other things. Like shit that's like poison ass shit. It's like heavy metals, shit from rat poison, and it said shit from even like military warfare grade like poisons. Like these aren't. She had a huge list of medications she was on. The medical